This is your Fox 10 News Now update.
Hi everyone, Eric Reynolds with your Fox 10 News Now update. New details into a deadly plane crash in Baldwin County. That plane going down just 20 minutes after taking off from Jack Edwards Airport in Gulf Shores. The victims, 65-year-old Tim Rhodes, a businessman from Florence, and the other fatality believed to be his wife. Six River volunteer firefighters say that it took nearly 2 hours Tuesday night to find the actual crash scene. They had to hike through trees and mud. The National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Aviation Administration are both investigating the cause of the crash. One thing that investigators will be looking at is the weather conditions and whether it was a factor in the plane crash. We're learning an air traffic controller and the pilot were talking about some nearby storms just seconds before the plane went down. The two were actually discussing how to get around the storm. Take a listen.
What are your intentions?
Moving right now, trying to get through the clouds.
Let me know if you need anything. There is an area 5 miles north of your position. It's about 10 miles in diameter, heavy to extreme precipitation.
The plane was supposed to take a turn west near Loxley out of the roughest patch, but then the plane appeared to go right into the worst of the storm, and then moments later all calls to the pilot they were unanswered. The wreckage is still deep in the woods, and it's unclear how and when it will be removed. We have a heads up for parents of students in Washington County Public Schools. We've learned the Washington County Board of Education will hold a special called virtual meeting tonight at 7. They will discuss revising the 2020-2021 school calendar. The board is considering a proposal to delay the start of school from August 12th to August 31st in light of the governor's extended order regarding the wearing of masks for all students. Clark County schools also delaying their start by a week. School was supposed to start on the 10th of August, but it has now been moved to the 17th.
My recommendation to the board is we start school the first 9 weeks virtually.
Monroe County Schools making a big change in their opening plans. The Monroe County School Board voting to do remote learning for the first 9 weeks, as you heard there. The board meeting together over Zoom to discuss how issues like age and fall sports will factor into plans for the school year. They said that the recent data showing a rise in cases is among their biggest concerns. The Monroe County Public School Board says they expect to meet again to discuss any possible changes before the start date, currently scheduled now for August 17th. Still no information about plans for students with special needs. A public meeting that was supposed to be held yesterday on special education is having to be rescheduled because of technical difficulties with audio during the virtual meeting. Now, we'll let you know as soon as a new date and time are announced. Stay with us on air and online for those updates.
I'm meteorologist Michael White with your Fox 10 Storm Track report, and that is a look at the radar just before 4:30 in the morning, and everything is dry and quiet, and today's rain coverage will be much lower than what we have seen previously this week. Today was the day we promised we'd start to dry out, and that's exactly what's taking place. All of the showers and storms from last night faded away overnight, and we'll be left with just a mix of sun and clouds, and the coverage of showers and storms today only in the 20 to 30% range, and then it drops even lower by the time we progress into tomorrow. In the tropics, we do have Tropical Storm Isaias, a strong tropical storm that is centered between the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. It's moving northwest at 21 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds are at 60, and it's got a good chance to become a hurricane or at least get close to it. This is the latest track from the Hurricane Center office in Miami. Now that it has a well-defined center, models are in better agreement that it will avoid the Gulf of Mexico. It will flirt with the east coast of Florida, but if this track holds up, it would dodge I-95, and all of the Sunshine State would be on the good side of the system. They would just have some rough surf, but during the weekend, the strength will be very, very close to Category 1 hurricane levels, and then by Sunday night, it would be off the Georgia and Carolina coastline. So our weather headlines today, we're going to be drying out. We're going to be watching Isaias. Weekend weather for us not expected to be too bad, and we're not going to see see as many showers or storms today. We'll have a few popping up by midday and tracking east, and we'll have a mix of sun and clouds during the course of the day today, and the weather tonight should be fairly quiet. Here's how the next 7 days stack up, but now that we're drying out, we're heating up. Highs are going to be back in the 90s. Heat index values will return to the triple digits, so remember to stay hydrated and take precautions because heat exhaustion can sneak up on you fast. We will be updating you throughout the day on your weather forecast right here on Fox 10 News Now.
Stay tuned to Fox 10 News throughout the day for the latest updates. This has been your Fox 10 News Now update.